We have another expert with us tonight. It is actually not a human person. Time for Deus Ex Machina. ChatGPT answers our question. So we ask ChatGPT today how to neutralize the PSYOPS, the psychological operations. And the answer is, neutralizing psychological operations, PSYOPS, can be a complex and multifaceted task as it involves countering the influence of psychological tactics and manipulation. Here are some general strategies that can help in mitigating the impact of PSYOPS. First, awareness and education. One of the most effective ways to neutralize PSYOPS is to ensure that individuals are educated and aware of the tactics and techniques employed. By understanding how psychological operations work, people can become more resistant to their influence. This is exactly what you told me, that you have to break the nutshell and to make people see what's going on in there. And then they're at least a little bit more aware of what they're looking at. Maybe at some point, some more critical thinking will rise in their mind. Maybe this is you probably agree to that because you said that is the case.
At some point, yeah, but I'm more pessimistic because people, until they made something themselves, they will not understand the techniques. And if they don't understand techniques fully, it's much easier to be influenced. Even if I know all the techniques, right, I will be influenced, but people not. So we're in a bad situation and we need more like the propaganda machine and making similar attacks and better attacks.
Let me go to another point, which is a critical thinking. Oh, this is my beloved one. Encourage critical thinking skills and promote a skeptical mindset. Teach people to question information sources, analyze evidence, and consider multiple perspectives before forming conclusions. These can help individuals to identify potential manipulative tactics and resist their influence. I mean, ChatGPT is a good person at 100%. It is a machine. How to do it is the hardest thing. How to teach skeptical thinking.
So there is bad news and good news.
Really? Give me the
bad news that in operations, people use critical mindset to question truth. So even if you're very smart, your smartness can be used to manipulate you. Which is kind of like scary a bit. From other perspective, you of course can do the same against. Yeah, you can like do whatever. Yeah. And the good thing that technically machine is, it's kind of like for us a way to build this good person because it's a system with lots of rules. And if we with government, with other like people and experts, we technically can build this, like layer by layer, less biases,
Right.
stuff like. It's very hard, to be honest. Considering like I'm in data science, I know that it's very not easy. Most of our information around has some bias or misinformation, not intended even.
Right.
There's so huge challenge. Though at least we have a bit smarter person than we are. So some of it we might go with the better critical thinking by the computer.
So we are smarter, we have at least somewhat better chance of survival. Thank you. Number 3, source verification. Emphasize the importance of verifying the credibility and reliability of information sources. Encourage individuals to fact-check information before accepting it as true or sharing it with others. Promote the use of reputable sources and encourage skepticism towards unverified or suspicious information. Oh my God, ChatGPT just gave us the tool how to treat religion. Maybe it's an atheist being Deus Ex Machina. Well, going back to a serious tone, it's a good advice. But again, do you know how to do it? I mean, maybe in school, maybe when we are like little children, we have to be taught to a new environment. Because the environment, this informational ocean, is a constantly changing environment. And the first thing you have to do, you have to be skeptical about everything. Take it step by step, spoon by spoon, verify the sources, blah, 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 and so on, whatever ChatGPT says. Maybe this is the answer.
Oh, a complex question, of course.
Yes,
we have some, right? We have ideologies which works without like anyone. They already could be like some Marxism, for example. The inventor dead for a while, but it's still there and like people supporting it. We have governments with lots of tools, ways to influence people's mind. We have different policies, laws. There's lots of things helping our society to hold everything together. But interestingly, I would take TikTok as an interesting example, how easy to escape all of it. Like you can, we have, imagine like we have source confirmation or only like right information on TV, like not even democratic, but I would say like authoritarian kind of TV with a good very person, even like this. And then there is a new media like TikTok. People will go there right away because it's some fresh air, some other way of thinking. Even if we have all good, people will in to see something else.
Yeah, I mean, but this is
TikTok,
it's
not regulated.
New, Boris. Excuse me for interrupting. This is nothing new. It always was the case for humanity. It's an interesting new toy. Why not to be involved?
Yeah, and interestingly, that it's always going to be a new toy which is not regulated.
Absolutely.
And even if it's authoritarian regime, which is a good thing, right? From our perspective, we can escape utopia. From other, we will never achieve ideal state where we know only truth.
Yeah.
So we kind of live in this balance.
Let me go to points number 4 and 5. Media literacy. Improve media literacy skills to help individuals recognize media bias, propaganda, and manipulation techniques. Teach people to analyze messages, identify logical fallacies, and understand how narratives are constructed. These can empower individuals to make more informed decisions and resist manipulation. And number 5, emotional resilience. Encourage emotional resilience and psychological well-being. Psychological operations often aim to exploit emotions and induce fear, anger, or other strong reactions. By developing emotional resilience, individuals can better manage their emotions and think more rationally, reducing susceptibility to manipulation.
That's very good 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points, good answers. Another question, and the same question, is how? But
I would say, I have actually interesting answer here.
Yes, please.
Might be very
useful.
The English for that. Just a moment, I forgot.
Useful.
Creative.
Creative. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So I would say most of us have families or friends, and if you will be able to understand emotional damages, fallacies in text, and stuff like this, you're gonna have much better family. If you and your beloved ones have more communication about feelings, about the way they perceive words you say, you guys will learn the same information. You will be better in understanding manipulation around the world with better family as outcome.